Hello and welcome back to the Shmuseum. We actually have a fairly full house at the moment. We've been doing some organising, measuring, calculating and basically spreading out the cars to work out their positioning when we have some lifts installed, which are going to be here very soon in fact. So that's why everything's a little bit different. And over on this side, we've brought the two guest cars, the 812 and the Gunther Works, over to kind of temporarily replace the Senna and the Ford GT until they get back here very soon, both still out at service, and obviously two other missing cars. So the Clio is where the GT Black Series will go, the GT500 is not here at the moment, and a few other things are going to change. But today, let's come straight through back here to where I think we're going to be keeping the former Formula One car. What the plan is for the day ahead of us, basically, is to unwrap this, to reveal the full livery beneath. Of course, the car has been used as the Michelin driving simulator, hence the livery and the wrap that it has over the top. From this era, it's been a big story, as you know, effectively a show car tub of a Williams FW19 from 1997, running later component suspension and things. But the team from Dub Customs are coming down because we've been trying to do this, and it's difficult. You need the right equipment, you need heat guns, you need the skills, you need the fingers for it, to be honest. Mine certainly aren't up to the job, but we want to get down to this, which was the FW23 2001 BMW Compact Williams livery with the white, silver and blue. Presumably there are no stickers or sponsors on it, but it will look pretty cool when we get down to that and can start thinking about the next plans for it. So the team should be here quite shortly. We're going to be cracking on with that, but we have plenty of other things to show you today, including the OBD reader from Carly. So we'll get to that in a second. We'll get on with this. We need to get all of the cars back onto the CTEC smart chargers. Those are all off at the moment because of all of the shuffling around and moving everything. But yeah, exciting times, making some progress here at the Shmuseum.
We're just making a start then with plugging in some of the CTEC smart chargers. So Tim is just doing the Yaris.
Yeah, we have the connection extenders, which make it a lot easier.
And this one's actually really easy to do. It's just plug it in. We've got clamps on the battery in the boot, and then
done.
Job done.
Just like that. And some of them are really cool. So this one in particular, this was a collaboration that CTEC did with Golf. So they made a limited run of them, and we have the orange one, obviously, to match the orange car, which is kind of nice, and the rubber packaging as well for them chilling on the floor. So we need to run down and do all of these. Well, the guys have made a start already on the F1 car, which is cool.
I don't think they've seen that double here yet, so I should probably run over there and see what's going on. Right, I think Tom's helping Tim with chargers, but we're going to come and have a look at the Formula One car and see where the guys are getting to. So they've come down with all the tools they need, which is making it a lot easier. You may have seen that the SLS is obviously back. Tim drove this back on Christmas Day, and it genuinely was Christmas Day, and it's been very filthy, but we've recently had it cleaned, and as I'm sure you guys will agree, it is looking stunning. The wheels that Whoops did look so good, so good, especially when they're cleaned. Obviously we have the Mystic Blue AMG logo. Small little touch, it looks really nice, but this car is looking so good. Obviously we've been doing lots of content with it recently, whether that's over on TikTok or on Instagram, on the Shmuseum account, on my own account. It all depends where you guys are looking, but we've been doing a few bits with this. I'm sure we'll be doing many more. It's such a lovely car, sounds great, looks great, and I think for me personally, my favourite car out of Tim's collection. Let's take a quick look then at the RS3, and as I'm sure you guys know, I've been using this a fair amount recently. Let's have a quick look here at the animation, if you can see it. It's always a shame, you can just about make it out. It says RS3 obviously as you turn it on. We have been enjoying this quite a lot, especially with the weather currently. It's really miserable out, it's muddy, the roads are grimy, it's a bit slippy, and these winter tyres obviously help out quite a lot. But anyway, at the start of the video, Tim mentioned Carly, and that we have one of their OBD scanners, which you can use to do various different things in the cars. We're going to jump into the RS3 and take a quick look. Inside the RS3 then, here is the Carly scanner itself, which is a really sleek design. It looks really cool. Let's plug this down into the OBD, if I can do it without seeing. There we go, the lights come on. And let's grab my phone and load up the application. Now, the Carly app is available on Android and Apple phones for free. However, if you want more features, such as more customizations, you need to obviously pay a yearly subscription fee, but all of those details can be found on the app itself. We've set the vehicle as the Audi RS3. Some cool features are you can obviously do health checks, you can do customization, some coding, let's say turn off auto stop start, maybe put on the daytime running lights. You've got used car checks, you can check that the vehicle mileage is legit, and obviously just check any fault codes, etc. Now, Carly's available on many different vehicles. your Volkswagen Group car, so your Audi, Volkswagen, Seat, Skoda, BMW. You can do Mini. Now, one cool thing that Carly have introduced recently is their smart mechanic. So I've just loaded up their website to get some more details. It says your personal mechanic anytime, anywhere. So if your vehicle is supported with smart mechanic, you can understand your fault codes in more detail. And you can repair more things yourself, which is really, really cool. Just quickly then, if you're interested in purchasing a Carly scanner yourself, you can do so via the link down below in the description. All the information is there, and the Carly website makes it really easy to figure out what you want to buy, whether that's a scanner on its own, such as this, which means you use the free app. You get a 14-day money-back guarantee on the scanner, and I believe all the devices have a 30-year guarantee, which is really cool. Another option is you buy the Carly scanner with the license, and if you do that, you get the scanner for free. So essentially, you're paying for the license for the year, you have a free scanner, and you unlock all the features to do whatever sort of coding or customizations and all the health checks you want to your supported vehicle. Anyway, I believe we have another guest over at the shutter, so let's go and see who it is. So the next guest has arrived, which is Zach from Zach's garage.
We were just talking about whether Zach should come in or not.
Well, we thought he'd bring something cool, and he... I don't think he has. You can come in now. Just without that.
I noticed I'm not allowed to come inside. I come in a Ferrari, I'm allowed to come inside, come in a Countach, I'm allowed in.
Well, on a nice, clear, beautiful day with a pista, more than welcome. On a slightly miserable, grim, gloomy, wet, depressing day with an i8.
A bit more sensible.
Well,
And I couldn't afford the fuel in the SVR, so I just come in the i8. Makes more sense.
there we go, efficient way of driving. Welcome. Shall we come in and get
Yeah,
the
let's
shutter down?
close that.
We're having an unwrapped mission, which is going very well so far. Many hands make light work.
I've just been chilling inside the office for a bit, keeping warm, and I believe Tim is getting involved with the unwrapping.
I actually disassembled the entire front
painful.
assembly.
Oh, I've just realised that the whole...
That was
okay.
me. That was me.
So I took off the nose cone, took apart the 2 layers of the wing and 2 end plates.
So this is like a proper job.
Yes, we've done all of those, and now slowly making way down this part. Then we'll do this, which has that BMW logo underneath it, and then we'll get it all back together. Maybe.
Hopefully.
We'll work out which screws hold which bit on, and continue using the IKEA toolkit.
Yeah, that thing is coming in really handy.
Meanwhile, Brad, we haven't had lunch.
Are we... No.
It is time for a status update. Things are coming along very nicely here. We have completely removed the front section, the lower 2 parts of the wing and the end plates. We have a lot of wrap that's been taken off the car. We've saved one of the end plates, and the Dub boys are making some amazing progress with everything else. The nose cone is very quickly revealing the livery down towards this, which I'm fascinated to see in just a moment. Around towards the back here, we've got a lot of the car opened up. A few people, I think, noticed this, which, by the way, is effectively installed to hold the rear suspension, because if you imagine that would normally in a race car or an F1 car be held in the connection and assembly towards the engine, but basically fully opened up with all the sim hardware and all of that stuff, and even the speakers. First time I've seen how those are actually installed, bolted to the inside here of the side pods. Obviously, condition-wise, the paint needs some work, and that's something we're going to discuss a little bit later on, but it is very cool to see this livery coming through. The livery, we believe, of the 2001 era, which would be the FW23, the BMW Compact. And there are a few giveaways to do with the way that it's painted that differentiate each year of that from back at the time. But yeah, this is awesome, looking fantastic.
Right, we need to go and get some lunch for the guys. So, Zach is joining me in the Audi, which you tried to get me to go in the i8, but I've said no. Because I don't want to go in the i8. So I think we'll get the ignition on, pop it into, that is a gear stick, yep. That's a gear stick. And we put it into individual, and then...
That doesn't sound
cold.
too bad.
This starts?
It's a cold.
Right,
Yeah.
let's go get pizzas.
The RS3 is back. That means bollards back into place. Always horrible weather. Absolutely horrendous.
Tim, what did you say to us about 5 minutes ago? Let's come and put the engine cover back on.
Yeah, and then I got distracted.
And now you're comfortable and...
Yeah, I started making car noises again.
Yeah, let's not do that.
Although if I was actually driving, I probably wouldn't want Tom sitting on the tyre.
I mean, it'd be extra downforce, right?
Yeah, you
With
might...
this much weight on the front end,
You might
it
get
would stick.
splashed very quickly.
That's true. It would definitely stick going into a corner, though.
It's strange sitting here with the different colours. Silver mirrors,
Oh yeah.
matching the livery.
It is very strange having seen it, you know, for the last couple of weeks as we've seen it, and now to see it completely different, it just looks so much.
Because these are some of the big differences. So normally the mirror would be on a stalk about 10 centimeters long, but obviously those were swapped when it was made into a sim, because somebody getting in or out would inevitably break them. And the surround here also, this would normally be put on top of you after you've got in the car, so it'd be much thicker as like a protection, right? Whereas this has just been made as an aftermarket piece to fill the gap and make it look a little bit more normal. All I know is it feels very snug, and I can have a good sleep sat in here.
It's like surprisingly comfortable in there. Once you're in, and it's nice.
And on this point, they have some real ones.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you guys will be able to
Check
actually
out.
have a look around.
Yeah. Can we sit in them?
Yeah.
Can we go vroom vroom in them?
Can we start them?
If you can't start them, you can go from just like Tim does.
We can't start
Pretty
them.
cool.
They do start though.
They do start.
Actual cars with
I
actual
think we should. I think we
engines.
should start them. You
Bring
saw the
one of
video,
those old crank
right?
handles and we'll see if we can get it
You
going.
you've seen the Instagram reel that we've done. You just flick,
Yeah,
you put the
it's
ignition
true.
on, you man the fuel pumps, and then
You
flick it and it
press
starts.
Buttons, make
In
noises, and
fairness,
boom! Suddenly it's got a
Did we
V12.
did we not have a small look at his Williams F1 car when we went round to collect the livery?
Very
I think
Yes.
we did
Yeah.
see it, and we were like, "That's
But
nice."
now you've got this in matching livery. You know, you can do a direct comparison, and you can talk about the what's this called?
What is it actually called?
Well, it's not a hands device.
Brace?
It's a. I actually don't know. I've made a complete Twitter myself.
Yes, you have.
safe-
Hands is one over
Hands
the neck.
is
the,
this
the,
attached
safe,
to your helmet.
the safety bracket thing.
Someone
Yeah,
is going to be in the comments telling us we're complete idiots.
Yeah, and it's going to have a really
I
simple
mean,
name.
they
really
always
simple.
are anyway,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
But
it's
especially
true,
on
yeah,
this
it's true.
occasion.
I don't know what it's called.
You know I've worked out what the difference is between this and ours. My steering column works. That's the only
Oh,
difference.
thanks.
And it's got an engine.
And a gearbox.
And
race history.
and
Mark Webber drove it.
yeah, and
Yeah, go on, carry on.
V10. I know
Uh,
that's engine.
V12.
It's on its last race worn tyres.
oh, that's cool.
But do you know what you haven't got?
What's that?
We have a sound system, so we can play whatever engine sound we want.
That's very true.
two JZ,
That's very 2JZ. That's it.
F1
V8.
2J twin turbo 2JZ. Have a
When you were angry at the end because you messed up.
According
Don't
to
do
this
that.
diagram here,
Yeah.
it appears to be called the headrest.
They just got the headrest.
That's his headrest.
So the part we didn't know what it is, it's a headrest. It's
You can
slightly
see how
different.
safe it is because Tim's able to get out without having to take it off.
Yes.
So when the F1 car rolls, he can just fly straight out of it.
Right, shall we get the engine
Yeah, let's
cover
go
on?
get the engine.
Stop playing and get to work.
Oh, no pretty way to get out. No pretty way to get out.
you haven't made that any easier over the time, have you?
It doesn't get easier.
Oh, mine has a seat.
Ours is more comfortable.
That is definitely.
There you go, Tim's on a mission.
This is like when it starts to feel a little bit more complete. Could I get some assistance?
That's not going to work. There we go.
So that goes there.
No, forwards.
It's on the next bit, isn't it? Yes. There we go.
We'll need to bolt it all
It
down.
goes around an arm. I don't know which one.
Sweet.
So what's the plan then? Are you stickering it? Are you painting it?
This is what we have to decide.
I honestly think, and I'm not saying this because we're friends, I genuinely think you should put the same livery as my car. Because this is the same colours right now. And that would look cool.
We'd
then-
have to then get them together at some point for a twin shoot.
Yeah.
obviously.
And then we'd forever be jealous that yours makes noises and goes, like, actually moves.
But what we could do
make
is
any
we could get
difference.
Zach to bring his round for a twin shoot and then
you
give him
can
back
get
this one.
over to
Yeah,
mine.
he'll
No,
never
we'll just give
know.
him back this one. Oops,
That-
Smooth.
we've dropped screws.
Behind you.
Uh,
Yep.
Behind you. You're
There we
refusing
go.
to
Thumbs a few screws loose, yeah.
We knew this already, it's fine.
But, right.
And welcome to the level of humour here at the Shmuseum.
And this is where the video clip got trimmed about 10 minutes ago from us chatting up.
Hasn't
It
yet,
currently hasn't.
but it
We are
will
getting
now.
to that point. So Tom has a few tasks to sort out, and I believe the LT is the first one. But Tom, have you been distracted by the F1 car?
Might have been a little bit. It's just a bit unreal. Obviously, it's been sat here in the Michelin livery, and that's cool, right? But this, like me and Tim were just saying, these are pretty much the first F1 cars we started watching racing. So it's very nostalgic. Now, we've actually still got, in fact, you might want to go around.
I'll come around the
You go around
front.
the front.
There
I'll
we
let
go.
you through. We've still got.
You have to speak loud
these
because we've
on
got
here
windows now.
From various road. Oh, I'm falling over.
So
We've
these
still got these
vignettes.
from various road trips. So
And what Tim said, we should remove them.
yeah, and
Oh no.
I can see why he sent me to do it now because that's not going to be
Yeah.
easy.
Try the other one.
Yeah, let's. Oh, wow, that one. Okay.
Oh.
No. There we go.
There we go.
That
Yeah,
one's-
nice.
That is left a lovely square.
I've forgotten which country that one's from. I think that's the Swiss one.
Well, it's left some.
Oh, nice.
Oh, no, that's
Bit of
coming
goo.
off. There we go. That's
Nice.
coming off quite easy. That's not so
Okay,
bad.
so we know that this one is stuck for now.
Okay, so that one's on. You can have that and work out where that one's
Thanks.
from. I have no
Let's
idea.
have a look. Oh, this is Austria, in Osterich. I'm not even filming it. What am I doing? Here we go. I was trying to look at it myself and not through the camera. So as you can see, here, hopefully, it says in Osterich.
What is hilarious is I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but the numbers are actually still on the windscreen around the edge
Yeah,
imprinted.
you
That's
can
how
see it.
long these have been on. So these are definitely much needed to come off. So I think I'm going to go and break some fingernails trying this.
Well, I think we leave this one for now and we come back to it because there's got to be another one that's easy, right?
I've started, so I will finish.
Cool, so we'll jump to the next one.
We'll do this. I think the next one is going to be the Focus RS.
Yep.
And then maybe the ones on the RS3. I know you're a little bit against it.
It's a memory. And we're not keeping it, so we'll
have
to
a debate over
yeah.
that. But yeah,
I
for
think we
now,
leave them on there.
let's crack on.
Right, so Tom is it going to zoom in? There we go. Oh, it's struggling to zoom in. What's going on? There we go. Tom's over there giving that one a go. And where is it? I'm here giving this one a go. We've got, obviously, that one off. We've got some of this off. But it is really not easy to do. Once you get some... Oh, and then it does that. It rips off bits. So now we're stuck with a circle. So it's not going well. We're going to pop it up here for now and crack on. I believe that's the focus done. I don't know what's going on over there, but I think we're having a whistling competition. Hi! Yeah, I don't know what's going on. So this one's been done. We've tried to clear up some of the residue. There's still a little bit left. And the RS3, let's come all the way over. We'll have a little jog all the way over and hope they don't keep whistling to the RS3, which had a sticker from Finale Mondiali where we were parking, which was all the way down here. Then we had, oh, it's very dirty without drawing on it. Should we put hi? Yeah, okay, cool. Anyway, we had a vignette from Austria and we also had the Switzerland vignette here, which was an absolute nightmare. Needs to be tidied up from the inside, but it's on the list to do. That can be, I was going to say locked, however, I don't know what Tim's taken home, and currently he can't get out because we're in the way, but let's lock that and leave it for now.
We did say that we were going to leave the RS3 here, but Brad's going to just move it quickly and pop it into the future Halo space. So that's the plan. Lovely. Right, so obviously remember when the mezzanine is built here, this will be, as we've called it, the Halo space, which will look really quite cool with the theme that we're going for. That sounds good on the cold start in here. It kind of booms around. Parked, well, yeah, pretty much like that. Let's do the whole line it up process. That way, straight. Just like that. And back a touch more. Tiny bit, tiny bit, tiny bit, tiny bit. And straight. This is being super pedantic. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. That looks pretty nice. You're good. Perfect. So that will be lounge room here, looking at that with kitchen and toilet and stuff in the corner.
To wrap up things for today then, the interesting thing about this, for me at least, is that this is the first time ever that we've had cars in the Shmuseum in the spaces they're actually all going to be. From the Halo space to this rundown here, one car that will not have, in the end, I think, a lift space, but effectively these all measured out and parked where they will end up being when we have lifts in. That was the objective. Obviously, it's a bit complicated when it comes to this because with expansion cracks in the concrete, you have to be careful with where everything can be placed. So there's a lot more in terms of calculations than you would possibly imagine as to how all of that has gone. They're all back on their C-Tech smart chargers, but over on this side, it's also the first time that we've actually measured it out. And yes, I know at the moment we've got the Clio, we've got the Gunther Works, and we've got the 812 here. Obviously picture those as the GT Black Series, the Senna, and the Ford GT. And in the future, there'll be some changes, obviously, and perhaps we'll slightly squeeze things up and pull them forwards just a touch more to fit one more car beyond the STO, depending what we do exactly behind. And then, of course, back through here is where, thanks to the Dub Boys today, we now have the former Formula One in its well, painted livery beneath the vinyl, which, I mean, this was, I think as Tom probably just said, this was the era, certainly when I was young, these racing around in 2001 to 2005 on the Michelins, of course, which is why it has the groove Michelin tyres. Yeah, that was the era I was watching F1, so this is pretty mad to have it here and to see it like this. Obviously, there's a lot more we need to do in terms of planning for the future. I'm not going to worry too much about that right at this second. We'll save that one for a little bit more down the line. But for now, sitting at a desk in there with this just outside is moderately spectacular. So I'd say another pretty successful day here at the Shmuseum. Big thanks to Carly as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the shout out and mention that Brad did with them earlier and exactly how the OBD device works. If you'd like to find out more about that, information is of course down below. But for now, I think that's the end of today. Until next time.